Disabled Pocatello teen in critical condition as police and neighbors give different versions of shooting. Pocatello, after a 17-year-old was shot multiple times by 4 Pocatello police officers and observers are giving conflicting versions of events. Multiple police officers shot Victor Perez Saturday evening on the 700 block of North Harrison Avenue. Family members tell EastIdahoNews.com that doctors removed 9 bullets from his body and that due to the shooting, he had to have his left leg amputated. On Monday afternoon, they said that Perez was still in a critical condition at Portneuf Medical Center. Ana Vasquez, Perez's aunt, said the boy has cerebral palsy and a mental handicap, which significantly impairs his movement and makes him primarily nonverbal. Perez's family is Puerto Rican and speak limited English. Video of the shooting was widely circulated on social media Sunday. Neighbors see the shooting. Video of the incident was sent to EastIdahoNews.com by multiple people, showing Perez lying on the ground outside of a home in a yard. He appears to be holding a knife and is arguing with a woman, who tries to get the item from Perez's hands and repeatedly pushes him down to the ground. Police arrived at 5:25 p.m., according to a police news release, and 4 officers rushed out of their vehicles with guns drawn. The video shows officers yelling at Perez and telling him to drop his weapon. The officers were in front of a chain-link fence, not in the yard, where Perez was. Perez appears to stand up and moves toward the officers. The officers then fired multiple shots. EastIdahoNews.com spoke with Brad Andres, who filmed the video of the incident that has been circulating social media. He said he and his son Bridger were working on a car in their nearby shop when he stepped outside to knife fighting because everyone was moving sort of slow, and nobody was really scared of the guy with the knife, says Brad. At first, Brad didn't think much of it but noticed that Perez seemed to be physically disabled, and he says at first, he thought he was drunk. He later learned that Perez has special needs. Suddenly, Brad says he saw a man near Perez try and swing at the knife in his hand. The man took a swing at Perez's hand with the knife, trying to knock it out, says Brad. I'm watching this, and I'm going, wow, something's going on here. At this point, Brad says he called out to his son Bridger to watch the incident with him while he finished his phone call. During the incident, Brad says he saw a log in the hands of the man near Perez, but never saw him strike him. According to Brad, Bridger watched from the window inside the shop and also saw Perez swinging a knife around. Perez is up with the knife, and he's swinging it around, says Brad. He's not lunging and trying to stab somebody, he's more swinging it around sort of in a circle that, if you get near me, you're going to get cut. A woman was also near Perez, seemingly trying to disarm him. The last 48 hours have been tough for Brad and his son Bridger, they say, as they try to come to terms with the fact that this incident occurred. We don't know how to handle this. We've never seen a video that is so extreme, says Brad. It's the most graphic video I've ever seen of police abuse ever. I mean, there's no excuse for it. Brad says he hopes Perez recovers quickly and asks the community to help him in supporting the victim's family. If there can be anything that could help bring this community together to do something positive from this, in the name and to honor the family that suffered, that's what we should be working on, says Brad. Let's take that anger, and let's funnel it into something positive that can prevent this from happening again. Pocatello Police hold news conference. The Pocatello Police Department held a last-minute news conference at 4:30 p.m. Monday to address the officer-involved shooting.
We will not be taking questions at this time due to ongoing criminal external and internal investigations. We understand the concern and emotion surrounding the officer-involved shooting that occurred on April the 5th, 2025. This press conference is meant to provide clarity, share the information we can at this stage, and address some misconceptions that have emerged. At approximately 5:22 p.m. Saturday, April the 5th, Pocatello police officers were dispatched to 703 North Harrison in response to a reported disturbance. We will now play the 911 call to provide context for what our officers were responding to.
Emergency.
Hi, yeah, I work at a shop that's at 658 North Main, and there is a couple up back
behind their shop brandishing a knife. Looks like they're trying to stab someone. There's a man and a woman and then another guy in the street who seems like he's antagonizing him. One guy's got a knife. It looks like he's under the influence, and they're out in the backyard chasing each other around.
Okay. And they're in the backyard of a residence?
Yeah, backyard of the residence. I don't know the exact address. I'm at 658 North Main. And I got a little video of it, but this guy, he's pretty strong. He's running out with a knife and then falling over it, and I think he was stabbing himself on accident just now.
Okay. Can I keep you on the phone for just a second?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So it's just the three of them, and then there's just the one with the knife?
Yeah, one guy with a knife. There was a guy hitting him with a stick from the alleyway, and then the wife was just kind of calming the guy down. Looks like he just fell on the ground and could have passed out.
Okay.
And it looks like the other guy in the alley was approaching him now, and the guy's standing there with the knife in his hand.
Okay. What is your name?
My name is Bridger Andres.
Okay. When you say there's a backyard, which way is the yard from where you're at?
So, it's coming from Main Street. It's behind A Plus Auto Repair. You go right on Main Street, from Main Street, and there's this side road here on Bridger.
Okay. It's behind the auto repair shop?
Yeah, behind the auto repair shop. Behind A1 Auto, or A Plus Auto Repair.
A plus, okay.
Looks like it's going to get that straight again.
Okay. I'll just keep you on the phone. I'm officers responding, but just let me know what you're seeing, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Does it look like
We're trying to calm him down.
okay, does it look like he's injured at all?
He's laying on the ground he looks like he's on drugs or something. He's kind of freaking out of his mind, just rolling around. But, he's pointing a knife at them and yelling something. They're not speaking English.
They're not speaking English?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got to get hard drugs for sure.
Okay.
I have my dad recording the whole thing right now as well.
Okay, cool.
You might be having a seizure or something. You keep sort of shaking and flopping around on the ground. Oh, you got hit on the head with a... My dad's saying you got hit on the head with a wok. Yeah.
So you ever nailed it in the head with a log?
That's what it sounds. That's what my dad's saying here.
Okay, can you see if he's on the ground now?
Yeah, he's kind of standing up in the ghost. He's sitting down on the ground. Yeah, he's kind of stabbing everybody, it looks like.
Okay.
It's a big giant fight. That's a huge one.
Okay. So it's like more of like a hunting knife or is it like a machete type knife?
It looks like a really big kitchen knife.
Really big kitchen, okay.
And then the neighbors seem to be crowding around, and now there's more people involved.
Okay. Alright, we'll take DNS as well just in case, but...
Yeah. No, it looks like nobody's too early except the guy.
Yeah, if you're with the log, you're probably going to have a little bit of a headache.
You're not even close enough.
So they're behind the 702, right, in that, like, brown house?
It's a White House.
A White House.
A red truck and a red Jeep in the backyard.
You said a red truck and a black Jeep, is that what you said?
Red truck, red Jeep.
Red Jeep.
And there's a blue car parked on the street next to it. So I hear that one. They seem to be arguing now.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely domestic thing.
Okay.
And grandson. Yeah. I see the officer here.
Okay.
Like that.
Y'all just want to make sure that it looks like they're finding the right people.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Okay. business, all right? Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay, thank you.
Multiple officers responded due to the nature of the call. When officers arrived at 5:25 p.m., they saw a male on the ground holding a large knife. Here's a photo of the knife that was in his possession. Two females were just a few feet away in the yard, and another male stood just outside the fence. Officers positioned just outside the yard gave repeated commands for the male to drop the knife. He did not comply. Instead, he stood up and advanced toward the officers while still armed. At that point, officers discharged their firearms, stopping when the male fell. PPD officers immediately began life-saving measures, and the male was transported to the Portland Medical Center, where he remains hospitalized. In situations like this, officers must make decisions in seconds. They assess threats, not just to themselves, but to those nearby. In this case, two individuals were within a few feet of an armed, non-compliant individual. The risk was immediate and the situation rapidly evolving. We know this incident has deeply affected the community. We are also aware of the video circulating online, which shows only one angle. The full picture requires careful review of all facts and evidence. PPD is not releasing the male's name, but can confirm he is 17 years old. The incident is being investigated independently by the Eastern Idaho Critical Incident Task Force, made up of outside independent agencies, and a parallel internal investigation.
Yeah, he might be having a seizure or something. He just keeps sort of shaking and flopping around.
He got hit on the head.
Oh, he got hit on the head with a... Oh, wait, my dad's saying he got hit on the head with a log.